Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, north against south, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
We have already started here. Akanji gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The pass has gone astray, and he's managed to get free. And no, that was never going to make it. And he cuts out the supply. He shifted it to the flank. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And he's being shifted off it. Caicedo goes on a run down the left wing. Out to the left it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Rice. Foot in. Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I just get the feeling that this could all rest on how much the team can get out of this fella, Martinelli. When he's on it, he's very sharp, very alert at putting pressure on his opponents, and he has explosive pace to get behind any defence. A real handful and a troublemaker.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oyarzabal. Messi. Robertson. Saka. Robertson. Oyarzabal. Now Odegaard. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, played right into his path. He is through here. Can he put it away? Goal! Arsenal! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oyarzabal, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Robertson. Oyarzabal knocks it out wide. Rice. Lewis Skelly. To Martinelli. That's a nicely measured pass. Now it's Rice. And he hits one! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more.
Has a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible smell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Robertson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Oyarzabal! They've scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 42 minutes is number 18, Mikel Oyarzabal.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Odegaard. Trossard. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Has been indicated.
Messi just eases him off the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Saka! And the half-time whistle goes.
Things are looking good for our boys as they go off for their well-earned break. Let's keep this up. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And we're underway again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Caicedo. Lewis Skelly attempts a clearance. That'll be a throw-in. That has not gone well. Saka. Odegaard receives it in a good position here. Oh, this looks sharp. Saliba. Kivior. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's picked his way through. Trossard. And claimed it back swiftly. He's had it taken off him. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, with his set of skills, he has to stir the most concern and the most attention.
Now it's Martinelli. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Kivior gets across to intercept that. Nothing wrong with that tackle, all won cleanly. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oyarzabal. And Messi! Oh! Fantastic! A finish of true class!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser. Manchester United showing a little more urgency now.
He's tried one! Oh, that is very close.
Oyarzabal brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Odegaard. Now White. Trossard. Odegaard. And it's Jorginho. Oyarzabal. Odegaard. Trossard. Trossard goes steaming forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Trossard. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Manchester United have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Substitution.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Trossard.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
He has found the way through.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oyarzabal. Now it's Messi. Lewis Skelly. Now Kivior. And it's Son Heung-min. Oyarzabal. Martinelli does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 7, Bukayo Saka, number 49. Coming on the field.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Substitution in progress.
Valverde. Martinelli wins the duel this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Aim forwards.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Martinelli! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's played him through. Just the goalkeeper's big chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Rice. That has been slung wide. And here's Messi. And the number on the board is 3. He's got the shot away! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Number 11.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
It's a good foot in there. And the referee brings it to a close. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.